Good morning. Last night, when I was at work, I heard this screaming in my inside my job, right? So I'm in the building. I hear this screaming. I'm like, "What is that?" I open up the front door, and when I tell you the absolute terror that went through my mind when I heard the screaming, it was like a high-pitched, like, I can't even tell you. It was nothing that I've ever heard before in my entire life. Ever. So that got me thinking. First, I contacted Wildlife Aid as if they were going to do something, okay? I was like, there's something screaming. I don't think it's a dog. I don't think it's a cat. I don't know what it is, but it's got to be really hurt. And it's in the woods. I don't know where it is. I don't know what they could have done at 10:30 at night. So then I started thinking about the animals that are in my area. And I'm like, what kind of animal would be screaming like that, right? So I'm Googling animals in South Jersey. And then I'm like, oh, there's foxes. And I've seen foxes by my job. We're in the woods, like woods, where I work. So then I'm like, let me look up the sounds of a fox. Did you know that foxes scream? Like, scream? Did you ever hear is it a donkey? What screams? A donkey, an alpaca, one of those, I think it's a llama. I think it's a llama that screams. You ever hear a llama scream? It's like that, but 10 times higher. And they didn't, the screaming went on for 10 minutes. 10 minutes. So, I thought I was going to die. I thought something was coming to eat me. I literally was looking up in the sky to see if there was dragons. I was either going to go to war, like Game of Thrones with dragons, or I was going to be picked up by the Jersey Devil and taken away. But it was a fox. Just a fox being territorial, or I don't know what it was doing, but foxes scream. They literally scream. All right, do you guys want to see something absolutely adorable? Hold on one second. All right, I'm going to show you something absolutely adorable. I see you. Good girl. One. This is Whitefoot. Yes, come here, Squished. This is Squished. Say hello. DS, come here. And DS will be over here in a minute. We are fostering kittens again. Kitten season never ends. But we also just had a 2-week-old baby here, and I was bottle feeding him. But he's with the next foster. I'm going to get him back this weekend. Hopefully he's eating better, because bottle feeding a baby that doesn't take a bottle is really, really hard. But we've been fostering these kittens since they were 4 weeks old. Oh, man. Whitefoot, you're stuck, and you're going to strangle yourself. And this is DS. Little DS. Are you a good girl? She's the calmest and the sweetest out of all of them. Whitefoot is a maniac. She's an absolute maniac. Come here. Come here, psycho. And you can tell she's psycho just by her pointy little face. Pointy cats are psychotic. Say hello. You okay? Why are you so quiet? She's trying to prove me wrong. She's like, I am not psychotic. Look how good I am just sitting in your arms. She's crazy. Hello. I hope you guys are doing good. I wanted to show you guys this really cute packaging from my mom. My mom is an herbalist. She went to school for it. She does her own little tinctures and salves. And are tinctures and salves same thing? No, but I don't know, maybe. Anyway, she works with herbs, and she has her own little cute little company. And I asked her if she could make me a salve with, I don't know how to say it, but it helps with varicose veins, bruising, all sorts of stuff. And because I bruise so easily and I have a varicose vein on my leg, I was interested in trying this because I have heard so much about this herb. This is what it's called. So I'll write it on my next story so you guys know what it is. Anyway, I asked her if she could make me a salve, and she just sent it to me in the packaging. The packaging is so cute. Look how cute that is. She sent me 2 of them, and her little thank you card. Look how cute. It's just so cute. I love it so much. I'm so excited to try these. Her little store is called Little Cottage Apothecary, whatever. It's called that. I have her tagged in my story, but it's my mom, and this package is so cute. It came in this cute little box. It was just so adorable. Little thank you stickers on top. She did such a good job, and I'm so proud of her. She does like fire. She does like not a fireball, because I know that's liquor, but she does like some sort of fire tincture every year during like when it starts getting cold and sickness starts happening throughout the year. And everyone loves it. So anyway, I just had to show you what my mom sent me. It was so cute, and I'm so excited to try it. I'll let you guys know how it works. Okay, bye. Good morning. Hi guys. I decided that I'm going to just film a real quick catch-up video while no one is at my house. Dolly's at college, Scarlett's at high school, Matt's at work, and I don't go to work until, I don't have to be there until 3. What is that noise? Kittens? What are you doing? Oh, they're ripping up the carpet. You know, doing cat stuff. Anyway, this will really be the only time that I can like catch up with you guys, because I mean, I just don't have time. And then when I do film in my truck while I'm going to work or I'm eating, I just feel like they're so choppy, and I'm like focusing on driving rather than speaking to you guys, which I should be doing. So anyway, so what's new? Anything? Nothing's really new. I'm still doing the same thing I normally do, working and spending time with my family. I took, this past week, I actually took off Saturday and Sunday because I got some kind of like stomach thing. It was going around at work, and I ended up getting it, of course, because I always get whatever there is because I have no immune system. So anyway, but on Sunday I was feeling better, and I made a big Sunday dinner. I made it for the game, but it ended up not being during the game. But I made ribs and steaks and mashed potatoes and broccoli, and I had corn on the cob, but I took the corn off the cob and sauteed it in garlic and butter. Everyone loved it. It felt really good to just like pitter patter around the kitchen. So anyway, that was my Saturday. I was sick. Sunday, that's what I did. What else? There's really nothing else going on besides like my work and stuff. Look at my brows, guys. I don't have any makeup on my brows, but aren't they doing so much better? I think this is literally all they're ever going to be, is this. But it's better than what my brows were before. I started using a brow and lash serum last year, and my lashes, I mean, they're not like the best, but they used to be really long. But I noticed when I was using the serum that like eventually my lashes would fall out and I'd have like sparse areas. So I stopped using them on my lashes, but I did use it on my brows for a while, and my brows like grew in and they don't fall out. So I thought that was really nice. I feel like I finally have brows and I don't have to look like a naked mole rat. Matt started decorating for Halloween this past weekend. So some of our stuff is up, which is nice. I had to finish, but I'm being lazy right now. I stopped taking my medication for my psoriasis for about 3 weeks because one of the side effects of that medication is weight loss. And I was losing too much weight. So my doctors took me off of it so I could gain weight back, and then they would put me back on it if I got to a certain amount. I ended up gaining 7 pounds, which is really nice because I feel like my face filled out a little bit more and my clothes are fitting better. It was ridiculous. Like, I think this is just going to be a battle that I'm going to have to deal with for the rest of my life, because my body feels so much better when I'm taking the medication. Like, my skin does so much better. My joints are so much better. Like, I love it. So, and then like being off it, I immediately went into a flare up, and it just sucked. Being off that medication sucked for like, my 3 weeks were awful. Like, they really were. Now I can use like creams and topical ointments and stuff, but I did that my whole life. So like taking the break from steroids has been really great, but it doesn't like cure my skin or like there is no cure for psoriasis, but it didn't like make my skin get better. It just kind of like helped the skin issues, but not my joint issues. Anyway, I'm back on it. Been on it for a week. I'm on a lower dose, and my skin is already doing better. It's just not like the best it's been, but I do have more of an appetite, and I haven't lost any weight that I put on. So that's good. I'm very happy about that. And I'm hoping that as they gradually up my dose again, I won't have such severe side effects. They did prescribe me a new medication, but so I have insurance, full coverage insurance, and my insurance, you know how it works. They cover a certain amount of your medication through the pharmacy. So my pharmacy offered to pay 70% coverage of my new medication. I was like, that is awesome. And then they were like, what else? So then I said, like, how much is it that I have to pay? For a 90-day supply, I have to pay $4,000. Like, there's no way I can pay $4,000. I wish I had $4,000 every 90 days. That would make my life so much easier, but I wouldn't spend that on medication. If I had an extra $4,000 every 90 days, it wouldn't be for medication. I would be paying off a lot of stuff, and that's what it would be. So anyway, that's really disappointing because I was excited to try the medication, but I don't have the money, so we're not going to do that. So I'm just going to stick on this medication, and hopefully like being on a lower dose will be fine. What else? What else do I have to tell you guys? The little kitten, the bottle feeder kitten that we had, he went to the next foster because we do 5 days on, 5 days off. And he passed away. He was sick and he passed away. His sibling had passed away on the way to my house. So that's really sad because he was doing pretty good at my house. But at the same time, I don't know like how he was doing after he left my house. I mean, clearly he wasn't feeling well. And all the fosters that we deal with, especially bottle feeding fosters, they all know what they're doing. So like, it's just sad. Tonight I worked till 11. I did pick up an extra shift. That was yesterday. So I have one shift of overtime this week. I'll pick up if I have to somewhere else, but I really don't want to do any overnights, so I'm not going to take any. This on my lips, it is so beautiful. It is the e.l.f. like cherry balm or something. It's supposed to be a dupe for the Black Cherry Clinique balm, which I loved when I was younger. So I decided to try it, and I love this. I don't want to be without it. It's like $6. Perfect for like every day, and I wear it all the time. We still have the other 3 kittens. It's been really hard finding someone to adopt them. So they're like going on 9 weeks and they're still here. They are absolutely insane. Like when I tell you they are chaos on steroids, that is what these kittens are. And I don't know if it's just because there's 3 of them or if because they're orange. I don't know, but they are insane. They definitely keep our house lively. They escape into our normal house. So like they're in their foster area, but they all escape into the house, and they like will climb curtains to get into the rest of the house to get to the other cats. Eventually they're just going to have to be allowed out if they're going to be here much longer, because keeping them like, they have the half of a house to run around in, but they are curious. They're kittens. I think that's it. I think that's all I have to tell you guys. It's been an uneventful week. And also, the Allure box is now $36. $36. So I got rid of Birchbox so that I could keep with my Allure, because I feel bad spending any more money on like subscription boxes. You know what's funny is like, it's not actually funny, but I have more of like, I'm more cautious of spending now that I'm working, because I see how fast money goes and I see how hard it is to make that money. Does that make sense? My husband, of course, makes more than me, a lot more than me. But even the little bit that I do make, it goes so fast. I mean, our food bill takes up half of my pay. So like, I feel bad spending anything. I feel bad spending anything on myself. Anyway, I have been on YouTube, just like seeing what's going on. Like I go on and I still watch certain videos or like the creators that I do like. And I have noticed that like the same stuff that's been going on for, I don't even know, years is still going on. Like I'm beginning to think that maybe it really is all for attention. Like so many people were like, no, it's not for attention. But I think it is. Like I think that people like to fight with each other because it gives them something to talk about, to think about, to like gossip about. You know what I mean? Like I think that is what is going on, because there's no way that like the fighting amongst people, maybe I'm saying it wrong, but like it's the same people all the time fighting about the same stuff all the time. Like it just seems like no one can get over anything. And believe me, I understand. Like when you're like in the middle of it, you feel like it is like eating at you. And I get that. But when do you stop talking about it? When do you stop fighting about it? When do you stop like bringing it up all the time? Like when is that? Because if you walk away for a year or 6 months from YouTube and you come back and it's the same stuff going on, like maybe it's not healthy for anyone to be on YouTube. Like, to me, it's either you like being in the middle of chaos and you like being angry and upset and you like the attention that you get from those feelings, or you just don't know how to walk away. Because if I know from myself, like I didn't like the feelings that I was getting at all from being in the middle of stuff. So I walked away. Like I left. I literally got off the internet. I got away from YouTube. So like I could heal and like better myself, because fighting with strangers on the internet, even though like everyone thinks they know each other, you don't. So fighting with people on the internet like didn't feel good, and it wasn't good to do. So I took it upon myself to leave. And even when I came back and I like made my one video, like it wasn't even to continue it, but it was made into something that like it did continue. Luckily it's not anymore, but like I just feel like I don't understand it. Like if things are making you so upset that you're fighting with people on the internet over and over again, the same people, then walk away from them. Just walk away. And if they're talking about you, who gives a shit? They don't know who you are. They don't know anything about you. Nothing. They know nothing about you. They only know what you share. And if you share it and they speak about it, and you know that you shouldn't share stuff because you know these people are going to pick it apart and talk about it, like that's kind of on you. But at the same time, like you don't know these people. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a shit about what they say about you? Who cares what they say about your mother, your kids? They don't know you. They don't know anything about you. The only thing they know is how to trigger you, because they've triggered you before, and they will constantly use that as a weapon because they know how and they know what to do. Like, that's all I can say. Like, people that are hateful and people that have nothing better to do with their lives will sit around and talk about strangers and sit around and make crap up about you. But you don't know them. So stop, don't let them get under your skin so that this continues over and over again. Don't let it happen. And if you can't stop yourself from reacting to it, take a step back, because it feels so good to do that. It feels so, so good to take a step back and not give a fuck what any of these people think of you. None of these people are paying your bills, are making you food, are taking care of your kids, or doing anything in your life that is valuable. None of them. None of them. So stop giving them the reaction that they want. Either walk away or ignore them. And I know it's hard to ignore them because, believe me, I've been through it. But people that actually care about you, people that actually want the best for you, are not going to continuously trigger you and hurt you. And the people that hate you on the internet, they don't know you. So they don't know what they're hating. They're just literally hating your existence on the internet. And who gives a shit what they think? Because they're strangers. They do nothing for you. That's my advice. Because I see it constantly. I mean, Coley is still fighting with herself. She's literally fighting with herself. She has now tried to change the narrative of her having minors in her chat and giving the minors her phone numbers and her emails. She's now saying that she did that because she's like mama of the year. And in her neighborhood, she takes care of all the kids and they all come over. Listen, these kids that were in your chat, they were children. You were deep-throating a popsicle stick. You're talking sexual with them. You weren't acting like you were the mama of the year. There's a huge difference. I hope you're not doing that with the kids that you invite in your house, your children's friends. That's weird. That's weird behavior. You can't change the narrative because all of a sudden you have a new friend. That makes no sense. You're a 40-year-old woman. Minors shouldn't be in your chat. You shouldn't be deep-throating a popsicle stick with them. So move on. You're not mama of the year. It's weird. If my kids were watching a 40-year-old woman and for some reason she gave them their phone number and she tried to mother them, all hell would break loose. But at the same time, if that makes Coley feel better to just sit there and lie and change the narrative over and over again so that for some reason all these strangers on the internet will like her again, so be it. Because Coley will never change. Every few months she comes back and does the same stuff. It's repetitive, and it's because she's bored and unhealthy and has an unhealthy relationship with the internet. So just let her be, let her do her own thing. There's no point in fighting with her because she's never going to listen. She's never going to actually hear what anybody says. So let her be. She has her own chaos in her own life, clearly. Anyway, I'm done talking about all that because, there's no point. Everyone's going to continue to fight for the next 5 years anyway, over the same shit they've been fighting about the last 5 years. Hopefully, eventually, everyone will learn. All right, guys, I'm going to go make myself a cup of coffee and wash my face and get myself ready for the day because I have to go pick up Dahlia from school at 12. Then I have to run some errands, and then I have to come back here, make everybody something to eat for tonight, and then leave my house by 2 so I can get to work by 3. So I have to start my day, but I hope you guys are doing really good. I've missed you guys. I'm going to try, like I said, I don't want to promise stuff because when I say I'm going to do something and then I don't get the video up in time, I feel bad and I think about it constantly, but I'm going to try and continue to upload when I can. So I hope that's enough for you guys. I love you all. I hope you're doing amazing and I'll see you in my next video.